Continuation to what we discussed for the past 2-3 days. Hmm.
So now we know that there's no good or bad.
There is no good or bad. Now we come to know.
Yeah, and sometimes unpleasant things happen to us that cause us discomfort.
Sometimes unpleasant things happen which causes us discomfort.
Is it to see it as a lesson and nothing more, or is there something?
Is it a lesson for us or something more to learn?
Actually, Papa wants us to view everything as ordained by him. In which case we will not put the label. That stage we have not reached. So we will, at our level, there are good and bad, rights and wrongs, likes and dislikes. So initially our stage will be, oh, I am unable to understand that you are behind this. When I realize that you are behind this, I will not put this label. Why don't you please enable me to reach that stage? And then we will understand that he will make, when he makes us to pass through certain events, certain situations, he will prompt us to do something. At the moment we think we are reacting, but he is doing it. Why he initiates, that we cannot question. Now people ask, when the Pahalgam issue came, it is happening by his will. But it doesn't mean that we keep quiet. He will prompt everybody to react also. So that means unless and until we reach that stage where everything is happening by him, we are not asked to keep quiet. He will also prompt us to act. He has got a purpose behind everything, which we don't know. So we as spiritual aspirants, we are trying to pray to him, make me aware of your hand. I am unable to see. That is why I am carried away by my own rights and wrongs and likes and dislikes. It makes me miserable. It makes me joyous for a short time. And not only it makes me miserable, I also make others miserable also in that process. So why don't you please make me aware? And when I keep on praying and trying, even if I fail 1,000 times, I should not stop. One day we will get the grip. We will react, but we are not upset. He will make us to react. When something happens outside, he will make us to react, which will be for the benefit of everybody. At the same time, we will not be affected by it. The mother punishes her child or threatens or shouts to her child, but deep within she knows, outward appearances will be there, but in deep within she has love. And the child also recognizes that. That is why at that time it resists. After some time it goes and to mother only, That feeling we should have. Not that everything will come to a stop. We will react to events and individuals. But at the same time, it will not affect us when we reach that stage. At the moment we have not reached that stage. It's only intellectual. Because we are still tossing between our rights and wrongs, likes and dislikes. We may feel, we may hear all these things, but in our heart it will be there. The purification has not taken place. How do we know the purification has taken place? I act or react, but nothing happens to me. Unbiased. For that particular moment, he prompted us to do that. There ends the whole matter. No prefix, no suffix. That is the stage we are trying to reach. Please enable me to do that. At the moment, it is too tough for me to accept certain things as your will. Because I feel your will means it will be always positive. But it is not. Your will is your will. Whether we name it as positive or negative, it is his will. You said something? Acha. Anybody else? Yesterday, what did we talk? Gone.
Swamiji, my relation with body. My relation with my body.
My relation with my body and
leads to universal love. My relation with my body leads to universal love.
Universal love. Correct.
It helps me gone
because this body itself is a miniature form of the universe. I should approach like that. Then only I will be able to. Varieties, various varied forms, varied functions, varied. So many things are varied, Leg is not hand, hand is not mouth, mouth is not leg, ear. Each one is functioning independently, distinctly, but at the same time, I am there everywhere. Right from the crown of my head till the toe of my head. I am all pervading. I am pervading throughout my body. So this is how God gives us this first. That is why Papa said individual is the universal. Microcosm is the macrocosm. So we start from looking at it. But at the same time, when we start looking at it, the me and mine comes and takes over. So where is the question of universal love comes in?
Swamiji, practically I want to share something. Today, he is giving pain. My confidence, everything is focused on it except for this Swamiji. He is giving some pain. My team is.
Wait.
He is having pain. Lakshminarayan garu tell you. Then
that I could understand. Teeth is having pain. Then?
All the others and everything is focused on it except for it. How to regulate.
Correct. Whenever there is any pain on any insignificant part of the body, immediately we rush up there, we are concerned about it, we will try to do that, and if necessary, we will remove the teeth also, The himsa part is also there. That is how Papa wants us to learn. Whenever, anywhere, in the universe, suppose something is, we try to rectify, we try to repair, and suppose it keeps on giving problem, we remove it. You have lost your network connection.
Both of them went down.
This question answers many things. Why did we lose this?
Office will switch off the internet by mistake only.
Your
I will just connect it to this. Only we connect it to Shraddha. Connect it to Shraddha now. Where is Shraddha? I'll take it from Ramana.
Yes. So
Swami, audio you have to switch on.
coming back, eh?
Audio, yes.
Kalamani wants to say something.
No. First of all, Lakshmi Narayan Garu, you said about when we have some problem with the teeth, we remove the teeth. As far as possible, we do that. What do you call it? Canal. What canal? Root canal. This canal. That. So many things we try. We somehow try to retain that. When it goes beyond certain things, we remove it. This is a lesson. We think we have solved our toothache. It's not like that. God is teaching us whenever there is anything that is going on, we try to see that it goes in an alignment with harmony with the rest of the creation. Whenever it is not, we try to use force and try to remove it. But the only condition is, Papa used to warn us, that wherever the self-interest is involved, we will not react. Wherever the common interest is involved, we will react. I am to lose something, then I will not give in for any violence. But then society is losing something, I will enter and do whatever is necessary. Just like the policeman who will rush up when something is wrong somewhere. In somebody's house, some theft is there. Then immediately when he will also chase so that is his dharma. That is his dharma. No personal interest. That particular act is against the detrimental to the interest of somebody. There we become very strict. But a spiritual aspirant, when something happens to him individually, he will take it that it is only to purify him. He will not react. Endurance capacity. Because when somebody asked Papa, how do you know that it is God's will that is working through me? Then he said, the only norm is, when God's will works through anybody, it will be free from vested interest, self-interest, totally self-interest. Otherwise, if I do something with my own, with my interest, God's will is reflected through my perverted mind, impure mind. Though everything is God's will, through when the mind is not pure, it is reflected through this. So that is why we become self-centered. Anyhow, Sharma ji said something. Huh? No, nothing. Okay, today we will have a small break from this subject. It is all connected, but a small break. That we don't compartmentalize spirituality with our daily life. All these confusions come only because in our mind there is a clear divide between spiritual and worldly. So we have made this attempt, again we will make this. Life lessons from daily used articles. In our fast-paced, often chaotic world, it is easy to overlook the subtle wisdom embedded in everyday experiences. We are constantly distracted, moving from one task to another. But in the midst of it all, profound lessons lie within the simplest of objects. This collection is an invitation to pause, reflect, and connect with the deeper meanings hidden in the things we encounter every day. Some of us will definitely remember Puja Mataji telling, this is also Papa, that is also Papa, this is also Papa, a glass is also Papa. Puja Swamiji used to say, when I drink, the glass is consciousness, the water is consciousness, like that, identifying every article, everything that we use with him. We used to hear, we cannot understand. From the superficial plane, we appreciate, that's all. But now here is a chance given to us now. If we train this, probably it might help us to spread this God dimension in as many times as possible in our mind. Instead of seeing this as a flask, as a mic, as a laptop, as a chair, as a table, as a room, as a building, as fan, as light. If I try to understand that it is also a part of him, just imagine, then the dominance of me and mine will get reduced. At the moment it has occupied our mind and we give hardly any recognition, any space for all these things. We use it and throw. There is nowadays, there is so many things use and throw it. Use and throw. Like that we consider all material. So here is an opportunity now. Let us see. Everybody can do this. We have been telling, but nobody does anything. Try. We keep on repeating this request. Please try, not merely hearing. It will not help. Each reflection takes something which we interact with daily. A mixer, a lock, a paperweight, and reveal the lessons they hold for us. These objects, though ordinary in appearance, serve as powerful metaphors for life's bigger truths. They teach us to stay grounded, mindful, intentional. They remind us the strength in stillness, the wisdom in simplicity, and the importance of awareness in every moment. Through these reflections, we hope to inspire a shift in how we view the world, not just as a collection of things, but as a canvas for deeper understanding and growth. As we reflect on these lessons, we are reminded that the answers we seek often lie in plain sight, waiting to be noticed. That the answers we seek often lie in plain sight, waiting to be noticed. Let these reflections guide us back to the present moment where true clarity and wisdom resides. So here, nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant, because everything has come from him. Papa's word, the world we live in is a school in which observation and experience offer us immense possibilities for our self-improvement. And in Bhagavad Gita he says, Maya Bhudam Charajaram. In Bhagavad Gita he says, non-moving and moving, it cannot exist without me. Everything has come from invention or innovation. That has come from curiosity, needs and wants, probing nature, creativity. And these are all the different facets of intelligence. And intelligence has come from him. Buddhir buddhivadamasmi. Behind any discovery, invention, or innovation, we find either it has come because of curiosity to know what is that, or needs and wants, or probing nature, or creativity. All these things have come from where? It has come from the different form of intelligence, And the intelligence is, it has come from him only. Buddhi Balamasmi. I am the intelligence of the intellect. So everything, so that means even when I see an inert, insentient matter, as a spiritual aspirant, I must try or keep on trying to see that everything is an object, is a product of God. Is a product of God, yes. Manifestation of God. That is why Mataji said, this is also Papa, this is also Papa, this is also Papa. If we go through with the Divine Mother, beautifully she has mentioned, tomorrow we will try to take it up. Everywhere she will try to identify. Her own words are, as I went on doing what Papa had asked me to, I began to identify every article I saw. Be it a flower, a piece of cloth, or any other article, with its source, Papa, God. And to tell myself what a beautiful thing Papa, God has brought out. Gradually, as Papa's thought filled me through and through, God's will. Mataji used the word Papa for God. The void that pervaded all around me permeated my mind also. There would then ensue long spells of void or utter blankness of mind between the two thoughts. So the starting is, because we are all in the waking state. When we open, we see persons, objects, situations. To us, it is different person, different objects, different situation. But Mataji was able to see him there. As I went on doing what Papa had asked me to, I began to identify every article I saw. Be it a flower or a piece of cloth or any other article, with its source, namely God. So this is what they have shown us. We have heard, we have seen this, Mataji expressing with our own eyes we have seen. When we sit in her room, she used to explain like that. And everything will be handled by her with a touch of love. In her own Konkani Malayalam, she will say that, Idum Papayana Gato, Idum Papayana Gato. At that time, we couldn't understand why she uses the word Papa. Later on only we understood. She had asked Papa whether she can use the word Papa wherever Papa has used the name Ram. When Papa said, if you mean that, you can use any word. So she started using the word Papa, which we never knew about it. We were getting confused. Because the moment you say Papa, we see that form. So we were unable to understand that. But later on only she made us to understand it. Oh, Papa stands for that Nirguna. Here also she says, that also we couldn't understand. You must know who Papa is. Papa is Nirguna, Nirakara, Shashvata, all-pervading existence. You can get some idea of Papa's Swarup if you stand on the open ground and look at the sky. The space where there is nothing between the earth and the sky can give you an insight into Papa's all-pervading existence, beyond all names and forms. That we couldn't understand. And this is what she meant when she used the word Papa. Anyway, coming back to our topic again. So we started nut and bolt, A nut and bolt, there are some examples, 50 examples we were able to take. It should not be limited to 50. All of us can think about it. This is one way of, remembering him. When in Bhagavad Gita he says, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mam Anusmara Yudhyacha. At all times and in all places, remember me and fight the battle of life. So, in all places, at all times, means what? Everywhere I should be able to see him. So, we are making an effort now with the prompting he has given. A nut and a bolt are small metal fasteners that tightly hold different parts of a machine or a structure together. They may seem insignificant, but without them, the entire system can collapse. In life too, the quiet, consistent contributors are often the ones holding everything in place. Whether it is a team member, a support staff, or a value we live by, they may not seek attention, but their presence is critical. This reminds us to acknowledge and respect every role and person, no matter how small they may appear, because everything in this world has a purpose in the bigger design. A small nut and bolt, touches and kindles this. Small is also relevant. We are trying to get one word for this. Let us see. A chair. A chair offers rest, support, stability. We are all sitting. Something so basic, yet so essential. It quietly bears our weight, never demanding attention, yet making long conversations, meals, decisions possible. In the fabric of daily life, there are people, systems, values that serve as our chairs, supporting us silently so we can do what we need to. The lesson is clear. We must learn to value the silent enablers, show gratitude for the quiet strength around us, and recognize that even the seemingly still can be the foundation for great movement and meaningful progress. A chair, what does it touch and give? So nut and bolt, chair. Silent support. Bridge. A bridge connects two separate places, enabling us to cross from one side to the other. Similarly, when we make an effort to understand others' perspectives, our minds expand, allowing us to see beyond our own view. It teaches us the importance of crossing over from limited thinking to broader horizons, encouraging us to embrace new ideas, cultures, experiences. Like a bridge, our ability to connect and reach out to others strengthens the foundation of our relationship, enabling us to walk through life with greater understanding, empathy, and unity. Fill the gap. Nut and bolt, bridge, chair and bridge. We have to check up our own memory power, no? Otherwise we will hear and forget. Then comes the ladder. A ladder helps us to reach higher levels and also to descend when needed. It is a simple tool, but its value is immense, as it provides us access to different heights, both literal and metaphorical. Similarly, in life, there are many individuals who act as guides, mentors, advisors, helping us rise to new levels of understanding. Helping us rise to new levels of understanding, success, and achievement. All of us can look back our own life so far lived. Today one devotee was sharing how his colleagues came forward to help him, no? So we remember with gratitude. So they are all steps, ladder. If you are enjoying some life today, see, suddenly remember the contributory factors behind it. Think. At the same time, they also offer guidance in challenging times, helping us navigate difficulties and find our way back to stability. The lesson here is clear. We must value those who guide us, for they enable us to rise and fall gracefully and learn through both experience. Even our fall, we had many such a direct experience. Once it looked as if, we were handling everything. But a particular issue was not, the higher up did not involve us. Naturally, we did not feel upset, but naturally when somebody comes and asks something, we are blind. So we tell them we have not been made to involve. Then later on, on a particular occasion, that higher up clarified, I specifically wanted you not to involve. Then I realized it will prick my conscience. Though initially I did not understand, then later on, that which is not in line with our thinking, at the same time in the Vyavahara it was necessary. So the higher up was particular that they don't put us in an embarrassing situation. Conflict of interest. So that is why, fall also. We find that fall also has got a purpose. So ladder reminds us all these things. Relevance of ups and downs. Normally we are cheered only by ups. And when downs comes, we get depressed, dejected, dispirited, disappointed. But a ladder, we use it to climb down also, In Wayanad, here also it is there. At the time of this pepper picking, we use the ladder, bamboo ladder. It will be also be in some trees, it will be full of red ants. So the person who goes up to pick, he will be surrounded or he will be attacked severely by the red ants. Immediately he will come down and remove everything. Again he goes up. We remember that. So the ladder not only helps us to go over, but also to descend when needed. So relevance of ups and downs. Then we come to footwear. Footwear shields our feet from rough terrain and harsh weather, providing us with the protection and support we need to walk confidently. It serves as a reminder of the importance of safeguarding ourselves from life's challenges, much like we protect our feet. By developing self-discipline, embracing a healthy lifestyle, cultivating a positive attitude, we can shield ourselves from falling into bad habits or negative patterns. Just as footwear enables us smooth movement, these protective measures allow us to navigate life's obstacles with strength and resilience, ensuring we stay grounded and focused on our journey. Footwear, an ordinary footwear which we use. Do we recognize all these things? It shields our feet from rough terrain and harsh weather, providing us with the protection and support we need to walk confidently. It serves as a reminder of the importance of safeguarding ourselves from life's challenges, much like we protect our feet. By developing self-discipline, embracing a healthy lifestyle, cultivating a positive attitude, we can shield ourselves from falling into bad habits or negative patterns. Just as footwear enables smooth movement, these protective measures allow us to navigate life's obstacles with strength and resilience, ensuring we stay grounded and focused on our journey. So started from nut and bolt, chair, bridge, ladder, footwear. Now we are just checking up whether at least now itself whether this comes. Though we would have forgotten the whole thing, one or two might stay with us. When we say nut and bolt, we say nothing is insignificant. Everything has got a place in itself. When we think about chair, how silently it supports us in all our even serious deliberations. Silent support. It symbolizes the silent support we receive from many quarters. And then the third one comes is bridge, bridging the gap to reach out to others, giving space to others. New horizons, new innovative, creative. We don't have a closed mind. What I know is enough. That will never come. Though we don't know Tamil, when we were in Chennai, this Kural, Tirukural, Tiruvalluvar gave a lot of values in simple words. In that he says, Kattrathu Kaimanalavu, Kalladadu Ulagalavu. What I have learned is only I can hold it in my palm. What I am yet to learn is like sky, space. So, bridge, then from there, ladder. Ladder we know, ups and downs. It helps us in our both ups and downs. We also are reminded the factors that help us to go up. And at times it makes us to come down, to again make us to go up. And then comes footwear. From there we go to an ordinary calendar. A calendar serves as a constant reminder of time, offering us a clear view of our days, weeks, months. It teaches us valuable life lessons about the importance of time management, planning ahead, prioritizing tasks, A calendar helps us move forward towards our goal, while also allowing us to reflect on where we have been, what we have achieved. It emphasizes that time is a limited and precious resource, urging us to use it wisely. Through its structure, it reminds us that planning is essential, prioritization is key, and living purposefully is the foundation for progress. An ordinary calendar. We have seen in our own life, as soon as we start telling about, we immediately tell about the year, automatically it comes. Because it has played a crucial part not only in making us to go through that experience, but also makes it relevant, not irrelevant. Think, a calendar serves as a constant reminder of time, offering us a clear view of our days, weeks, months. It teaches us valuable life lessons about the importance of time management, planning ahead, prioritizing tasks. A calendar helps us move forward towards our goals, while also allowing us to reflect on where we have been and what we have achieved. It emphasizes that time is a limited and precious resource, urging us to use it wisely. Through its structure, it reminds us that planning is essential, prioritization is the key, living purposefully is the foundation for progress. Through these, Papa is asking us now, start identifying with each and everything. You need not tom-tom, at least for yourself. How he is in front of us in the form of a creation, teaching us sublime truth, profound ideas. Though it looks very small, though we don't recognize it at all.
ఇక్కడ ನಾನು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಯೋಚಿಕಾಗ ಇರ್ತಿದ್ನು ಈಚ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ நம்மளுக்கு எவ்வளோ வித்தவுட் தட் வி காண்ட் சர்வைவ்ங்கிற மாதிரி அது இல்லை கூட இப்போதான் தெரியுது சுவாமிஜி எல்லாமே
ஸோ நம்ம என்ன பண்ணோம்னா இப்போ இது கேட்டுட்டு போனால் மறந்து போயிடும். So when we go back, when we see a cup, when we see a table, we try. We don't want it to get validated by others. இது சரியாக இருக்குமா தப்பாக இருக்குமான்னு நினைக்கவே கூடாது. அங்கேயாக்கி நமக்கு வந்த மிஸ்டேக். சரியாகிக்கிட்டும் தப்பாகிக்கிட்டும் என்ன நமக்கு அது கன்வே பண்ணுறதா? வெதர் இட் கன்வேஸ். God is there in Charadaram, moving and non-moving. When Papa used to say all-pervading, indwelling and all-pervading. All-pervading means not only human beings, not only the animal kingdom or the plant kingdom, but also the insentient matter. We have to apply our mind. That is why nowadays it is becoming clearer to us in Papa's words, be reflective and meditative, always. That is the only way to connect ourselves with God dimension. At the moment, when we go to temple, when we go to ashram, when we talk about Mahatmas, When we talk about deities, when we talk about Shastras, we feel we are connecting with God dimension. Rest of the time, totally nil. Because we see it an object as an object, a person as a person, a situation as a situation. We don't bring in God dimension at all. Me and mine only parades everywhere. I remember something because it has something got to do with my me and mine, that's all. So now, through all these things, Papa is making us to think, reflect, try mentally, mentally to connect. Now, rainy seasons are approaching. So we always now need an umbrella, umbrella. We treat it as an umbrella, and use it. But that umbrella, to have an umbrella, how many parts are helping? Do we recognize? The main stem on which the whole thing is rounded, do we remember?
The small hook which holds the umbrella out.
Think. And people like us, when we walk, it helps us also as a walking stick. And in that umbrella, how many parts are there? What a joint effort has produced that umbrella. So many things, Before God prompted somebody to have this, initially from palm leaves, palm umbrella. When we were all children, we used to see that. And from there, how it got evolved. And so the curiosity, needs and wants, creativity, all these things prompted, and now it is used by millions and millions of people. But we use it as an object of utility. But okay, object of utility is there, no doubt. But far from that. It conveys us so many. As a spiritual aspirant. So when we chant Ram now, if side by side this also goes, in Papa's own words, ceaseless chanting or repetition of God's name, side by side with concentrated meditation on the indwelling and all-pervading reality. What does it mean? We never understood anything. This is what he wanted. So that is why in Quest of God, when we found anything and everything, it had its own relevance in his yatra. Nothing is irrelevant, nothing is unimportant, nothing is insignificant. He was comfortable everywhere. What does it mean? If he finds it comfortable everywhere, that means he is always conscious of God's presence. There won't be any grumblings or complaints or preferences or priorities, We can watch ourselves. If the grumblings and complaints, insufficiency, that means we are far away from the truth. If we say we are comfortable with that person's nature, that means what does it mean? He has got a space in our heart. Those who don't have space in our heart, they are out. So when we love people, we have given some space to them in our heart. Start thinking. This reflection will help us a lot. Though it may not give us immediate transformation, it will slowly it will percolate. So the apparent insentient article Because it has come from God, who is omnipotent and omniscient, it also teaches us all these values. We will continue it tomorrow also for some time, but let us not get stuck with it. Our whole idea is to dwell in God remembrance, irrespect, in total disregard to the fact whether we are in a temple or an ashram, whether we are undergoing the labeled spiritual practices or not. Every activity we have to transform it as a spiritual activity. This is the clarion call of Papa and Mataji. And they have demonstrated before us. That is why they were feeling comfortable at any point. And that is why Mataji could say, this is also Papa, that is also Papa, this is also Papa, that is also Papa. Okay, that's for the day, that is enough. So let us all pray to Him who is facilitating so many things for our spiritual progress, to constantly guide us, right from the tiniest to the grossest. Hari Om. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Om Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om, Hari Om. Hari Om, Hari Om. Namaskar, Namaskar.